you're going to do is you're going to go to figma.com and you're going to go to downloads. So let's just go to figma.com/downloads. If you haven't downloaded Figma yet, this is for the absolute beginners amongst us today, and this is going to be so much fun, you guys. Just download the desktop app for macOS or for Windows, follow the steps of the installer, and you're basically ready. And then when you go inside of Figma, you're going to be greeted with a screen that kind of looks like this, minus all of these designs. You're going to go right here, click on create new design file, and that's going to give you a completely new design file for you to work on. All right, now that we've done that, let's just Alright, so basically, as I was saying, the camera got in the way. Go to figma.com/downloads and then download your desktop app for macOS, Windows, whatever it is that you're using, and then make sure your installer is installed correctly. Just follow the instructions, very, very basic stuff. To get to a new Figma design file, you're just going to go right here, and when you open Figma, this is going to be the screen you're greeted with, minus all these designs. You're going to click on create new design file. That is going to create a completely new design file for you guys. So much fun. Alright, now let's just get started. We've got a couple of comments. SQ2LED said, we're back. Absolutely, we are back. Yesterday was such a disaster. In fact, when I woke up this morning, I started counting back to 8 p.m. and I'm so looking forward to this stream. I have been looking forward to this stream for the whole complete day today. It's been the only thing on my mind. Anyways, today's UI design has a lot to do with stock images, and I am so excited to show you guys just that. So to begin, we are going to make a desktop based UI. So we'll just give our frame a width and height of 1920 by 1080 pixels. As a spoiler to the people watching right now, we've got a completely new full video, not just these live streams, the full videos that I used to make. We have one of those scheduled for either today after this stream ends or tomorrow morning. So there's a new video coming as well. It is on the topic of, you know what, take a guess. Let's just go back to the frames. It's on the topic of plugins. I'm just going to spoil it at this point. Let's just add a fill, a very, very basic white fill. The only reason this isn't visible, I believe, is because okay, so either our fill, okay, this layer has a pass through of 10%. You always have to be careful with these things. It kind of messes stuff up sometimes. Alright, we'll just make it gray now, the Figma page background, and now we have one basic frame, 1920 by 1080 width and height. Alright, the next thing we need to do is we need to add our very, very big, very, very bold, very, very bright font of the word NATURE, nature. The way we're going to make this is we are going to take each individual alphabet and make it bigger, because all of these are sort of differentiated. All of these have different image fills, so it's a wiser choice to have different alphabets placed together and not just one single word. So we'll just take N and change its font family to a different one today. Let's just go with Laundrina Solid. Laundrina Solid is a really, really nice font if you're looking for all caps. One of my best choices on this channel ever. And we're going to go right here, and we'll just start by creating some text, you guys. This isn't super complicated, just basic text styling. Let's just increase the size a little bit. Alright, and now we have an N that kind of looks really nice, really big. We'll just keep on increasing the size, place it right here, and then we're going to get a couple of other alphabets in as well. So we'll just copy and paste it a couple of times, change our alphabets, copy both of these, paste them right here, take it right here and place it exactly right here, and then NATURE. You can do this with absolutely any other text as well. Let's just take this whole thing and we'll give this an auto layout just so that everything is perfectly aligned together, and then remove the auto layout, and we'll just group these together now. we got to make sure there is no frame inside of this. So to make sure there is no frame present, we'll just take all of these alphabets, drag them outside, and right now we're just adding a couple of alphabets so that we can finally implement this super duper cool effect. All right, so we'll just, to center align everything, we'll just click on this button and this button. These make sure they're horizontally and vertically aligned perfectly. All right, now we're going to start with the images. So we want to have images placed as fills for these texts, but to get images we need to have images first, and this is where the juicy part, the good part comes in. You're just going to go right here, you're going to search for Unsplash. Now we're just searching for images to place right here so we can have absolutely cool effects like this one happening. But for that we need images, and today we're going to be searching for our own images. So much fun, you guys. The very first thing I'm going to look out for is forest top view. So sometimes when you want an object, let's say you want a phone stock image, it's always wiser to first imagine in your head if you're going to get the top view, that is this, or if you're going to get the back view, that is this, and then maybe type it out inside of your stock images. People don't do this very often, but when you do, when you type forest top view, you get exactly what you're looking for. You don't need to have top views for everything, but it's always wiser to have an idea of what angle, what views you're going for, and that simplifies your whole stock image issue a lot quicker. So I like this image, it has a lot of color in it, the theme I'm going for matches. You know what, I think I used this one for the demo, but let's just go with a different one this time. So if you're looking for that for the demo image as well, it's this one is by Julian Hawkesang, and you can just type this in forest image in Unsplash and you'll find it. All right, now we have an image downloaded, so we'll just go right here, go to fill, go to image, and click on choose image. What this is going to do is it is going to give you access so that you can get your images. So we'll just go right here, click on this Martin Sanchez image that we just downloaded from Unsplash, and in a couple of seconds, why is this not working? We've got this image looking really good, really nice. In fact, if you're looking for one solid color, this image is also looking quite good. I might just go with this one. I just came here right here and just thought it looked much better. You can always experiment around with a couple of images. We'll click on choose image, go to our downloads, get this image, place it inside the frame. All right, this looks really good, absolutely super good. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get another image from Unsplash, which is going to be of flowers. So we'll just search for a couple of flower top views. Let's see what this comes up with. All right, I'm going for solid single colors, not a lot of multicolor shades. Otherwise, when you have 6 different multicolored shades, it becomes a really big headache to manage. I'm looking for one single color top views of meadows of flowers, and that's the image I have currently in my mind. But if something looks convincing enough, I might change my mind as well. So let's just keep on looking for some stuff. Let's just go with a lot of flowers. This takes a couple of minutes, this takes a while, but once you get the right images, it is the absolute best thing that can happen. I'm not happy with the way any of these are looking, so you want to usually specify your search as much as you can. Flowers, meadow, let's try a couple of different keywords. let's just like, we can also do yellow flowers if there is a specific color in mind. Sometimes these don't hit immediately, and that's fine as well. I like this immediately, I like this. We can also look into a couple of others. Let's just keep on looking for a moment. This looks good, this looks quite nice. You know what, let's just go with the ones we have. So we can either go with this, or we can go with this other one. I think I'm going to go with this other one because a lot of yellow is concentrated right here. So if we mask the A so that only it comes around to this yellow part, we don't have to deal with the green part. And the reason I don't want a lot of green in this image is because we have already had a solid green filled forest N. So you don't want a lot of green, equal amounts of each color. click on black, choose your image, click on choose image, and really quickly you're going to go right here, click on this image, click on open, and that's going to open up our beautiful image for us. If you're not happy with the way it looks, you can always go to crop and then move this image around, or crop this image as well. I like this positioning way more than I like the other ones, so I'm just going to go with this. All right, now let's just go back and search for a couple of other things. Let's just search for red flowers again. This is giving single flowers. You might or might not be happy with single flowers. I'm going to keep on looking. Let's just, you know what, let's just go with fruits. Just spitballing ideas over here. You guys let me know if there's anything specific. See, this is what I'm talking about. Absolutely spectacular images which have a lot of objects in them, but at the end of the day it's just a single color. So there's a lot of texture you can go with, but it's in the single color, so you can just go ahead with it. Come on, give me a suggestion in the comments, you guys, and we'll take that color to be the next one. All right, let's just go with this red. We have two options over here, and so you can just crop the image to go with any side. Someone says, hello, did you want to start working with us? I don't know what you want me to work on. Again, it depends on what you're asking me to work on. Anyways, we'll take the tea, go back right here, choose our image, go to choose image, choose this new image that we've chosen, and now we'll get two options of here and here. Just give this a moment. So we have this side of the image which will give it a completely different texture, and this will give it a completely different texture. I don't want this much lighting, so for all of these cherries there's a lot of light hitting it in the face, and I'm going to show you what happens when you let light hit you in the face. So when light hits you in the face like this, if there's going to be light, there's going to be dark as well. So you're going to have these really dark, dirty looking patches which you don't want. Much safer options are things like raspberries, where there's not a lot of dark. There are a couple of dark features, don't get me wrong, but it's still much rarer. You can always make this image bigger if you're not happy with these really weird dark places like me. The next suggestion we have is for purple by SKU2 LED. Sorry, I can't read that name. We'll go with purple. We'll just search what is purple. We'll go with purple flowers. Purple flowers are pretty much abundant in nature, hopefully. I don't know that much about nature. With that said, again, the same person who was asking about the working with me part said, related to poster design, we can hold a class of poster design if enough people are interested. I don't see why not. What sort of posters? What sort of posters would you like? And with that, look at this image. This looks absolutely fabulous. I'm just going to download this. Again, anyone can connect with me on the Discord DMs, because we have a Discord group going on, and it's the first link in the description for this video. So you can just go there and get into the DMs if you want to talk to me in person, and we answer a lot of doubts there as well. Any questions you might have related to anything design. We'll just go right here, choose our image once again. This takes a while to do. We'll do an episode on Leonardo AI next time, or a couple of times later, because Leonardo AI is also a very good platform for UI images. And now I think blue would balance this out really well. So we'll just, all right, now I'm just looking for something blue. And also I'm going to start banning people now, because y'all are starting to make me angry. Let's just search for blue flowers. You know what, let's just search for blue mountains. Mountains and blue works really well. Check this out. This is so picturesque, and add any of these to your designs, and that should make things look bright and nice. Look at this. This looks so good. This genuinely looks really good. let's just go back to Figma, and you always want to look for colors that are not there. People usually look at colors that are already present. You want to think about the colors that are not there. And when I see this and when I think about the colors that are not there, I immediately go, primary colors are yellow, red, blue. So you want yellow, red, we have yellow and red, and then we're getting blue right now. And then you have three secondary colors, which are green, orange and purple. So you have green and purple here, so we'll just get orange for E. Alright, let's just go to images, choose an image, choose this blue image, and this is going to look so beautiful, you guys. This gradient is awesome. Let's go with crop, and this is alright. If let's just adjust it a little bit. Go ahead and start cropping stuff. Alright, this looks good. This looks good. This looks absolutely good. Alright, now we'll just start to get orange. What is orange? Oranges are orange. We'll just get a bunch of oranges for this part. This looks good, but again, this is all Unsplash Pro, and I don't have Unsplash Pro. Flowers look good as well, and I'm just thinking of random good images we can use. Alright, let's just get this image downloaded, and while that is happening, let me just switch over. Hold on a minute. Give me a moment with this. Alright, and now that we've banned the problems on this channel, we can happily resume. Let's just get this image into an image fill, and that's going to solve my problems by a whole lot. Choose orange, and that's going to look good. This looks good. Check this out, you guys. This is already looking so well. Just check it out. It's so random right now, and this is nowhere near completion, and it just looks so good. Like, I'm really proud of this. I'm so proud of this, because today we've actually gone over the process of searching for stock images and how it's not the first image that hits all the wonders and makes it happen. We can just move these colors around a whole lot and see what works well. So this is a version where you have your light yellow kind of shade working. We can also go with other light shades, purple, orange. What should we do? Let's just go with light, very light yellows. Alright, this looks good. This looks good. And now we're going to get 6 different rectangles, and the reason we're getting 6 different rectangles is because we want all of these rectangles present with us for when the animations parts start coming to us. So we'll just copy this rectangle and paste it again, hide it right here, copy and paste it one more time, copy and paste it. This takes a couple of turns, but it does end up looking really satisfying in the end. We'll just take this right here, let's just change the colors to green. Where did my images go? This looks good. Really quickly, we're just getting the same images, and don't worry about cropping anything right now. It's not even important. We'll just take this whole text group and drag it above, and that's automatically going to place everything above. But right now we don't need to jump into that. We'll just get these images fills of their own. Alright, we'll just get this image, choose this image, and we're just going to choose the same images. Nothing too complicated right here. Click on open. This works. Take this. This is the simplest design we've ever done on this channel, and it's comes together so quickly, you guys. We just go right here and choose red. Again, don't worry too much about just, oops, we did the wrong color on the wrong thing. We'll just change these, swap these rectangles out. No worry at all. Go right here and drag it, choose this image, go to purple. This does take a while, but it ends up giving the best results in the whole world. Alright, we'll just go right here, go to our blue image, choose image, and that's going to choose a beautiful blue image for us. Go to orange and just do that as well. Sometimes importing images takes such a long time and it just drives me completely mad. Let's just get all of our images, and with that I think we're finally having all of our images with all of our rectangles filled with images, which is actually a really good thing, because now we can start to animate stuff, and this is where all of the magic can start happening. I'm just going to make this color even lighter. Let's just switch to white, because white shouldn't cause many problems. Before we get into animating, let's get ourselves a couple of icons. For icons, we're going to use the Iconify plugin. Again, the plugins video is coming out either after this stream today or tomorrow morning, one of the two. I think it's going to be after this stream. Let's search for menus. In fact, I was already searching for menus last time I was here, so we'll just take a menu, drag it out. That made it a little too small. We just take it, delete it, click on this menu that I really like. This is a little bit thicker, we'll just go with this one. Click on import icon, and that's going to import this icon for me. And the next thing I'm going to do is close this guy. I'm also going to adjust these icons that I've imported right now. So we'll just take this icon and just take this icon. Don't take it outside of its frame, because if you start to take it outside of its frame and then you start to resize the parent frame, then it starts to sort of squeeze and squish and get in really weird positions. You don't want that. Let's just take this guy and then drag it above. Alright, let's just make it bigger, make it smaller again. Does this work? Yes, it does. This looks good. Let's make it a little bit smaller, place it right here, and this looks really good. This I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. This looks quite nice. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a couple of images. Sorry, we'll just get ourselves a couple of duplicate frames and copy and paste this. So we'll just duplicate this frame, and now we're going to behave like we clicked. Let's just imagine for a moment what would happen if we clicked on this green N. If we clicked on this green N, this whole page would turn green, and this green N would turn white, and all of these others would turn white as well, but with reduced opacities, so they'll be quite see-through, translucent. And now we need to mirror that exact effect on this frame. So we'll just get this frame, go to fill, choose this image, click on green forest, place it right here, and now all of our green is absolutely lost. In fact, you know what, let's just not do this for right now. We'll just get our first rectangle and make it bigger. We'll just remove any fill right now, because if we stretch the image right now, then that will cause us problems. But we can stretch rectangles at any point, and that shouldn't cause any stretching issues at all for the fill that is going to be inside of it. The main purpose of using the same rectangles is you want the same rectangle names. When Figma knows the two rectangles have same names, the one behind N and the one that is now in the background, then it animates them together for smart animate. So we'll just get this, choose our image, and choose our image again, get the green image, where did it go? This is here. And now we're just going to change all of, oops, this looks good. This looks good, actually looks good. We'll just take all of these, we'll change this firstly to white, change the fill to white, make it completely white, and then get all of our other characters as well, and then change the fill they have to a shade of white, which is a little bit lighter. So we'll just go right here, go to colors, make it a little bit lighter, check this out. This looks so wonderful. I did not think we were going to make something that looked like this, even remotely close. And we'll just go to all of our other images as well and change their fills as well to 0. You know what, let's just keep their fills. We'll change their layer to a 0%. That should work. All right, this looks so good, you guys. Just so magnificent as a whole. You can work with these colors a little bit just to see what you like. I think 38 looks good. 37 would be even better. 37 looks good. We'll just do this again a couple of other times. So just copy and paste it. And now that we have one rectangle which is in the background, we'll just take this rectangle and rename it to rectangle 2, because it's in the background right now. And then we're going to go back to rectangle 2. You know what, this should complicate things. We'll just let's just remove this as a whole. We'll remove this frame because this is just overcomplicating things now. I'm just going to copy and paste my main frame, take the rectangle which is behind A, rectangle 2. This does take a little bit, but it makes these results so worth it. Alright, let's just drag it above, place it right here, and now start changing the colors of all of our characters. So we'll just give all of them firstly a color of fill of white with reduced percentages of 38%, and once that is taken care of, we'll go to our selected text and change its fill to 100%. This looks good. Alright, now we're going to go to all of our rectangles which were here, rectangles, and then change their layer to a 0% pass through, and go to the first rectangle and change its pass through to 0 as well. This looks good now, works perfectly. We'll just go right here, copy and paste it again. And before we do that, let's just see if this effect is working as far as the animation is concerned. We'll just go to the prototype tab, go to N, and upon clicking N, we'll just change to this frame 2 with smart animate, and click on gentle animation as the animation function, timing function, and we'll go right here, and this is going to give us a demo. Published information says superb. Thank you, published information. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you so much. Alright, we'll just go right here and we'll just test out if what we're doing works right now. Check this out, you guys. Such a beautiful cool animation. Check this out. Look at it. It just bounces in your face. It's absolutely gorgeous. One thing that I do need to take care of right now is I need to change the color of this this menu to white, because that gives it nice visibility. And also I need to edit this finally, and I'm going to published information says big fan, watch your daily videos. Thank you so much. That's really nice to hear. I hope you're learning a lot in this UI design journey of ours. I hope you're learning a lot, building a lot. Join us on the Discord group. There is so much stuff that's exclusively on Discord that's coming up or is already up. We'll just take this guy, copy it. You know what, let's just delete it, Control X, and then just paste it right here again. We'll just leave this right here. So we'll just have our first vector and sort of rotate it around to around 45 degrees, and then we're just going to paste the other vector as well, place it right in front of this guy, rotate it around to 45 degrees as well, minus 45 degrees in fact. This looks good. Alright, so the thing that this is going to accomplish is it's going to make sure that this, when clicked on, goes back to right here. So this is now an option to get out of this animated page. The next thing we need to take care of is we need to make sure right now we have two vectors in this animation for the logo, but this guy only has a single vector. And the way we make sure these two vectors merge to become one vector is, firstly, we adjust them well enough so that we don't have any issues with the number of vectors. We'll just place them perfectly in the center, and once these are aligned perfectly in the center, check this out, this perfect red box becomes made. Once you have this, you're going to take these and click on flatten section, and that's going to give you one singular vector, and now everything animates perfectly, hopefully. We'll just try it. Click on this, Oops, I don't think that worked at all. Let's just go back right here and just do it again. Check this out. Check out this beautiful morph animation. When I click on this end, just look at the logo. Sorry, look at the menu. I keep on calling it logo. Check this out. This so beautifully just animates out of the blue. And now we're just going to make sure everything is perfectly aligned. So we didn't need to flatten it. Lesson learned. And we're going to do a simple prototype here. So we'll just go to prototype, add an interaction, and when it is clicked, we'll navigate directly back to the first frame, which is frame 1, on smart animation. So smart animation is going to be our function, and click on gentle. This is going to make our job so much easier. Check this out. This just goes back to where it started. So perfectly just goes back. So we'll just click on right here to go back, and click obviously on the end to get this beautiful animation working. Alright, we'll just close one of these tabs. How do I close these tabs? Go right here, drag it inside, and that this looks perfect now. And the only thing we need to do now is just duplicate this exact same thing. So we'll just, sometimes you might notice that since this is a darker background, 38%, 37% white opacity worked for this guy, but it's not looking as good for this one. So we'll just have to increase the opacity up until the point where we like it. 65, 78, just throw colors in, just see what works for you first. 68 looks good. We'll just go with 68 at this point. Change this color to white, and now we're just going to speed run through the whole thing. You know what, let's just get this guy right here, click on this frame without touching anything. Let's just delete this and go to the prototype tab again, make sure it links back directly. Go back to the prototype tab, go to A, click, and then go back to our third frame. And this is going to make sure all of your animation features are preserved. And now we're just going to do what we did last time once more. So we'll just remove this because we need to do like 4 more right now. I'm just going to copy both of these at once, place them right here, and that's going to give me this very quick way to do everything at once. Let me just zoom in. Change this. This will be the T UI, and then the next one will be the U UI. So we'll just go to T. You know what, let's just change the image as well. So we'll just take rectangle 1, make it smaller, send it behind N. Let's just leave it there for now. We'll take rectangle 3, make it as big as we possibly can, give it a width of 1920 and height of 1080 pixels. Place it directly in the center. Make sure the layer pass through has changed to 100 back. Check this out. This looks so beautiful, so absolutely pretty. We'll just go right here, place it in the center. If you're not happy with your positioning, just go and click on these buttons. They fix everything for you. Go back and make sure your rectangle 1 is fixed. So right now it isn't. You can just make sure, as long as this rectangle is behind rectangle 3, you can make it as big as you want, and that shouldn't really cause a lot of animation problems. Just make it a little bit small and change this white opacity to 45, 46. This looks good. We'll just go with 46. Not overthink it. Should I go with 48? No, 46 looks good. Let me just go with 47. No, 46 looks good. 48, 47 and above is trash. We'll just go to the 4th image, make our 2nd image smaller. In fact, stop worrying about it right now. Get my 4th image, give it a width and height of 1920 by 1080 pixels, and align everything in the center by clicking on this and this button. Shift it above, place it in the complete center, give this pass through a fill of 100, and just take this image, place it right here. This looks good. We'll just place this in the center, place this in the center as well. You know what, let's just zoom it in a little bit. Just click on shift all the time, and what that's going to do is it's going to make sure everything scales with you perfectly. The reason we want scaling to work here is because we can't show the cherries, because we haven't showed the cherries in A either, so we can't show the cherries in the full screen image either. This looks good. We'll just change these colors back, go to all of these fonts and change this guy to 32. No, we'll just keep on increasing it until you have something that you really like. We'll just 56 this, you know what, 56 is a little too much, so we'll just go to 50. Let's just go to 48. That should work. Nope, not 18. 48. How do you type 48? I forgot typing 48. Remove this fill of 100, change it to 48, back, go to U. Again, these are just the repetitive steps that make your UI design work perfectly. We're done with 4, 2 more to go. Hopefully we can make these happen as quickly as possible before we make those. Oops, I think I messed up. I think I completely messed up, because this is the purple one. We'll just change the colors. I think we can solve this issue right now. Get this up to 100%, change this guy to 46. I mixed these both. Anyways, we'll just change this T to a complete 100% fill, and change the U to a fill of a 48%. And just to make sure everything works in order, we'll just get this guy right here and get frame 5. Take frame 5, drag it. Oops, made a mistake. Take frame 5, drag it right outside. Alright, now we have 4 of the frames that we need. We'll do 2 more, and then that would be the end of the hard part of this video. Just copy and paste it. Sticking until the end is the hardest thing in the world, especially in UI design. We'll just take 2 of these frames, click on 2, click on shift, and that's going to give you the option to select multiple things at once. Zoom in, make sure everything is zoomed in perfectly, and make the first rectangle smaller. This first rectangle is the one we want. We'll just, oops, what am I doing? I'm just going crazy locking things left and right. When you lock images, just oops, what am I doing? I'm just going mad at this point. Anyways, I'm just going to choose this image, make it smaller, and when you lock images, that basically removes the image's capacity to sort of wiggle around, move around, and create problems, and just do whatever the hell it wants to do. We'll just change this width and height to 1920 by 1080 really quickly. Align them in the center by this, and make sure your layer has a pass-through percentage of 100. Check this out. This is the most beautiful UI we've made on this video. Check this out. Check this. This looks beautiful. Anyways, we'll just change this fill to, you know what, let's just go with a high number this time. 74, 68 should do good. Opacity has been set to 68. All right, the next, how did we set this opacity, by the way? I need to know. We changed the layer pass through. I don't want to change the layer pass through because that messes up your animations. Only change your selection colors, and once that is working, change this N back to 68%. You know what, let's go with 64. That should look, does that look better? No, 68 does look better. We'll just go with 68. Anyways, we'll just go back to our 5th alphabet, which is white, change its fill to 100%, and with that we're left with one final frame to do, you guys. So close to completing this whole thing. So close. We'll change this number because this is the 6th frame. We'll change it to 6, and then we'll change the other one to 7. It was renamed in the wrong order. It's always a good idea to fix all these little rename issues. And now we're just going to do the last, absolute last page. I know you can't tell by my face, but I'm so happy that we're at the end of the whole hard part. So happy. We'll just take this guy right here, make sure we're selecting the second rectangle. Oops. Yes, get the second rectangle, make it smaller, make it really small. Put it behind the text where it's supposed to be at. I don't know where it is. A should be where we're supposed to place it. Just make it around the size you want it to be around. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then go and choose rectangle 6. This is going to be 1920 by 1080 pixels of width and height, and then we're going to align everything in the center. Place this in the center, and now we're just going to remove the pass-through. Give it 100, and then let's just change this E to a complete 100% white. Give this a percentage like the others. We'll give it a 68%. Check this out, you guys. We are seconds, centimeters, smallest unit away from being done. So close. I can practically see it. Let's just give this an increased opacity. We'll just go with 80. 78, 78, 78. Okay, this looks good. We are finally done. Let's just make sure everything is prototyped perfectly. So the way you prototype these is you go to a single alphabet, click on this alphabet frame and go and link it to right here. Make sure it is your on click is set to navigate to the frame in question. Smart animate, gentle, 800 milliseconds. Just make sure all of those have the same exact themes. And now we're just animating things, the good part, juicy part. We'll just do this a couple of other times. Go with the and just repeat it. And you're going to make sure all of these X's link back to our first frame. These X's serve as exits from this whole UI. Zoomed in. Alright, and I think that should be the end of the UI design process. We'll just make this in full screen, remove these other pages, give it a full screen, and check this out, you guys. The cleanest, you know what, let me just remove myself from the stream. Am I removed? Yes, I am. Great. Check this out. Right now, in like 43 minutes of streaming, we have built this beautiful, bouncy, animated, perfectly zoomed, the most perfect UI ever. It has this super cool bouncy animation. This font, Laundrina Solid, by the way, perfect font for this UI. Everything just zooms in, 3D, animated, the best working prototype ever. And as an added advantage on this channel, we have for the very first time learned the different tactics to extract the perfect stock image that actually works well with your project. It doesn't just look like something you picked randomly off of Unsplash, even though you just did. We've looked at, covered so many techniques which now you even if you don't realize it, you can practically use to take your UI designs to the next level. Take your UI designs to the next level by choosing the correct stock photos, making that work as well. Check out this beautiful animation of this guy as well. It is a little bit blurry, but at the end of the day, it just works. It works so perfectly. And now for all of you wonderful people watching, I'm just going to share this link with all of you as well, so you can just join in on the fun live. Let's just place it right here. Karthik says hello Karthik. In fact, I can't place it because this is a little bit too big, so we'll just shorten the URL. Stick around for this. This is going to be so much fun, you guys. Come on, internet. URL shortener. Enter our link. Shorten this URL. Copy the URL. Hold on. And finally, in our live chat, we have the link to the beautiful UI design that we're building today. Let's just jump right back into Figma. Check this out, you guys. This is one of the most beautiful, stunning, gorgeous effects we have ever made on this channel. The best ones ever. Just so great to look at. Just the perfect UI design in the whole world. Just check this out. This is so fun. Again, this has been so much fun. Let's just zoom out of this for a little bit. Alright, so that was one of the most awesome UI designs we have ever done on this channel, you guys. So much fun building it, and I am so sure you've learned so many new concepts, things we've never covered on this channel before, things that aren't generally covered on the internet before. This has been one of the best streams ever. Thank you so much everyone for joining me live today on day 16 of the 100 Days of UI Design Challenge with Veera. Make sure to share whatever you make across social media with the hashtag 100 Days of UI Design with Veera, and tag me wherever it is you're posting things. Every social media link is in the description of this video. Make sure to join the Discord group because we've got this special launch your own portfolio masterclass coming up as well, which is happening from 19th of September right now to 21st of September. That's going to be a whole special event in itself, so you can launch your own website without getting into the programming sections. And it's no code, it's not no code either. So it's not no code, doesn't have the disadvantages that no code and drag and drop site builders have, but you don't have to learn a lot of programming as a UI designer to get into that portfolio website either. So it's just going to be the most fun filled, action packed video series masterclass ever. And this has been the best stream. I hate to go, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Thank you so much for watching me live. This is Veera signing out. Peace.